is when I first discovered Osho was in southern Thailand. There was a meditation community there called Lila, and Tai Chi place where the sannyasins would come to do meditation and workshops and things, and I really enjoyed the energy, and I had no idea who Osho was or anything.
В Таиланде был в какой-то коммуне.
But in Thailand, where I was in Koh Phangan, or Pagan Island, there was a whole lot of marijuana, whiskey, and acid, and all kind of mushrooms and everything. Just enormous amounts, really cheap. It was cheaper to drink a whiskey than the ice cubes. It cost more than the whiskey. Wow. And so after being in southern Thailand for a year and a half, I was pretty stoned and drunk all the time, every day. And when I had an invitation by this beautiful goddess-like sannyasin girl, just really gorgeous, glamorous, radiating the energy and presence, and oh wow, she told me, come to Pune. Okay, and
It was 70s. What was?
no, that was in
80s.
1990, and so I went there because of her, and then when I got there, she was too busy to have any time with me. A pretty girl, and then I started listening to Osho, but I had a lot of fear and things, so I was always not sure of who I was, and here's this guy telling me how to be, and I go, oh my gosh. And then as things happened there, and I went into this time warp, and 1 week all of a sudden turned into 1 month. Time warp. I mean, time disappeared. It was timeless.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it was a whole year, and I go, oh, I got to go out and get a new visa. Well, I didn't function in the real world anymore. And
From India to US?
and in being in the marketplace with lots of crazy people. Because while I was in the commune, in Thailand, I smoked cigarettes and drinking a lot, full-on alcoholic. And I went to the commune, and after being there for a couple months, I go, wow, I forgot to smoke. Wow, I don't drink anymore. I just stopped, and I had no effort to let go of them because they just didn't work for me, and to do the meditations and on this spiritual path, because his energy stuff that Michael was doing of the universal energy of love and peace and oneness. Well, there was many people doing that in the Osho community. I mean, every day. And so I really felt that strongly. So I'm very devoted to Osho because he really saved my life, because I would have been a really drunken, deadbeat Thailand basket case, and now I can pass any drug or alcohol tests that are needed for today, and which I get high off of the spiritual energy and things that Michael Bartlett reminded me of who I am, and being connected to that oneness and all the nature there is much more of a high. Because when somebody gives me some sort of drugs or alcohol, it brings me down. I feel really awful, and I'm going, oh my God, so this is what it feels like to be stoned or drunk? Oh, it doesn't work for me anymore. Where I can go out into the forest and connect with the energy and feel so ecstatic and light that saves a
Just
lot of money.
ayahuasca.
No, not even that. That's too expensive. So, you know, I'm very devoted to Osho saving my life from basket case, and as have many, many, many people have had a big transformation, and then many people who go to India experience the Indian food. Don't drink the water. It would make people really, really sick. And it was a doctor who sent me back to Canada. Said, "You got to go back. You can't stay in India. You're gonna die here if you eat another Indian meal." And so I came back here and healed from the belly, the Delhi belly bugs, and came down to the Osho community here in Marin. No, this was in 1999, which there maybe was 200 sannyasins living in the Marin area, and a couple small centers, and which is now just a Viha connection, newspaper.
Viha, that's we got theirs.
Yeah, their magazine is their connection of talking to there, which goes all over the world. And it's one of the only ones left, actually. And the I just started going to various meditations, and here I am sitting with you 20 years later in a new place here, and because when I was living in Canada, it was where I was very cold. You see, I got frostbite and a chunk of my ear froze off, and nothing is as painful as frostbite. Wow, isn't that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's painful. And so I came down here, and wow, look at this. Always nice weather. Even the coldest, cloudiest day here is nothing compared to a winter in Canada. And
Alberta someplace.
I was up on top of the mountains in Canada in the hills, and lots of snow and freezing.
We get used to snow, you know. When I was here in winter, I was missing snow. It was so, I was thinking, well, we did New Year workshop. I'm doing New Year workshop for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, for me, New Year, it's snow, it's frost, and go to the dark forest in the snow. This is the real New Year. What to do here was the same weather.
Yeah, it's same, nicer New Year's here
No,
than.
not clear. What's changes? Nothing.
Can you pause it for a moment while I enjoy the food? Just it's recording.
Yeah.